Hello everyone, welcome back with AIA in Action. I'm Augustine. Today we have a very special guest, but before I want to thank you guys for the continuous support on our page and the love you have been showing to our entrepreneurs. We have many more coming your way. Today AIA in Action has the honor to meet with an international fashion designer and the father of Ngwefuni fashion, and his name is Ngwefuni Max Ignatius. Ngwefuni has actually branded himself in over 40 countries and has established 900 retail stores and also franchise. His motto is to make you feel good to look good. So today we have Ngwefuni Max. Welcome to AIA in Action.
Thank you so much for having me in AIA in Action. I'm honored to be here today.
We are honored to have you. Would you actually take the time and introduce yourself to our audience?
Oh, thank you so much. I'm Ngwefuni Fashion. That's my brand name, but my real name is Ngwefuni Max Ignatius. I'm originated from the northwest region of Cameroon, and my mom is from Lesotho. As a little village in South Africa. I got to meet my dad in 1962. But I actually accept Cameroon as my fatherland because that's where I was born and that's where my father came from. And that's pretty more about who I am. And I'm the CEO of Ngwefuni Fashion, as all of you guys know out there. I'm also the CEO of Change Agent Network International. That is a non-governmental organization to help the less privileged people.
So, and how did you, how was your life? You just mentioned that your mother was from South Africa and your father is from Cameroon, and you pretty much represent yourself as a Cameroonian because that's where you were born. How did you go from Cameroon to the United States?
Oh, wow, that is a long story.
Okay.
I want to start back where I started. First of all, I was born as a showbiz guy.
Okay.
And coming from a royal home because my dad is the son of Bafaji, and that based in Gokotuja division in Dok, in the northwest region of Cameroon.
Okay.
And my dad had more than 10 wives, and I have almost 100 siblings. And with that purpose, like I see the talent I have in me, and I started asking questions. How did I have to manage to do this talent work if I don't have money? And I put all my plans down. First of all, I start with my problems. Second, I go over my goals. Third, I put my objective. And the last one, I put interventions. The problems I carry out, what are my problems? What are the things that is really not going well in my life? The second one, which is my goal. What are the things I want to make it work? And the third one, objective. What are the pride of those things that are going to make it work? What are the things I'm going to put together to make this thing work? Interventions, I have to go there and do it. So, I brought up the ideas of creating this company, but I didn't have money at the time. After I graduated from University of Warrior 2001, and got a job directly to Guinness, where I got a grace from Guinness. I started improving. From there, they have to prioritize Guinness in 2004 to Power Guarantee. I left Guinness, I got another job for CCA, Credit Committee Finance, bank manager. They sent me to Kumbu. I worked so hard, and since I was not a French-speaking person, they transferred me to the regional office in Bafoussam, and I was like an office boy. So I finally came out to ask myself questions. What am I doing here with all the talent I have in show business? And I have the talent of, creating things that people like to see, people like to put on. And I have to make out myself to take out the talent I have and started drawing and see how I can look like. I watch more Hollywood artists and actresses, what they put on their dresses, and I go online, I see what Calvin Klein's, Hugo Boss, other branches, they're in a brand that they're trying to produce. That's why I give more, motivations to bring out Ngwefuni fashion. And I was mostly online to get somebody who can sponsor me because I know since I came from a royal home, a monogamy home where a lot of us and nobody can help in another one, I had to get somebody to assist me. And I contact a lot of people on the internet and everything. Finally, I got somebody who's like a godfather to me. And that's why I brought this idea of creating Ngwefuni fashion. And it was not an easy task for me because I have to work so hard for people to know what I mean by Ngwefuni fashion. What are the things that Ngwefuni fashion can really show to the public that you have. And it was not an easy task for me to really make it known. Like now, everybody talk about Ngwefuni fashion and they call me everywhere to franchise for me. And first of all, my God was so in me because that was the only person that can make this thing work. It was not all by my own power, but by his own assistant pushing me and giving me a lot of ideas. It was not only the educations that make me to be who I am today. It was also the humility I have in me, the humbleness, the respect I have in me that pushed me more and more to be what I am today. It was not just education, because a lot of people go to school but they don't behave like they are in school. They don't use the education that they have to make something for themselves. So education is not only the priority in life. You have to be, first of all, be creative. Think about, everybody have talents, but what is your own talents? You ask yourself that questions and give it to the people. Let them feel you. Let them have a taste of what you got, and they'll start like you from there. Not everybody will like you, but
Of course not.
so some will like you. That's how I became with Ngwefuni fashion.
Okay. So you talked about your education. What was your education based on? What did you study?
Oh, okay. That's a very interesting question, son. I actually studied, I went to GBHS, no. That was a grammar school.
Okay.
It was more than me. Not because I was dull, but financially.
Yes.
There was nobody to continue. I was like Form 1 to Form 3. I dropped out. Once I dropped out, I have to go back to the village.
Okay.
I was working farm and everything, cultivating groundnuts and everything, trying to see I can bomb back education again. But it was hard for me. May her soul rest in peace, she came back to the village and find me. I said, Max, what are you doing here? You're very intelligent. What are you doing? I said, there's no money. My mom, she's doing nothing. My auntie in South Africa asked my mom to pack out and come back. My mom don't want to go, and we're here. And I don't know how to get there. She has to pack me from the village. I say pack because she asked me to pack my stuff. So carry me back to Boyer. And I started GTHS Monaco.
Okay.
So I was first to Form 4. I was the only senior prefect for that school as a commercial student. I studied accounting. So I left from there, I wrote technical GCE. We were like 16 of us. It was 3 of us that passed. Me, Ngwefuni Ignatius, Ngwefuni, which is here in Texas, and Ngwefuni, which is in Sweden. Those are the people that had 9 papers, technical GCE. Then I went to Kumba, which is they call it Sofati, and I wrote about them in lower sec for advanced level. Then I moved to University of Korea. I got a degree in accounting. That's what I studied. But furthermore, when I get to the US now, I'm talking of MBA in behavioral analysis from Australia University. So that's pretty much about my education there.
So how did you go from accounting to behavioral analysis?
Why? Because it rhymes with what I'm doing. I deal with people in marketing. I wanted to know how you can be emotional in people's situation, how you can feel people's situation, like what I went through, suffering, had no money, had no relative that could really push me to grow, and I find myself having money now until I can save, until I can even help other people. So I wanted to do that course to go more and feel other people's situation and see how I can help them out. Because more as I'm talking to them, I would likely help them. I'm there to help them. And that's why I went from accounting to behavioral. I work with the Department of Behavioral Health, which is mental health. I'm a mental health specialist.
Interesting. So not only are you running a fashion design organization, you also like mental health. That's a very interesting route that you're taking, because I don't think they relate. So at what time did you realize that you wanted to have your own fashion line?
It relates. Let me connect how it relates.
Okay.
I deal with a lot of people, talking to people more. When they see you dress, Because this is how I went in my office. How do you get this, all this? I'm a fashion designer. Oh, my brother will have a wedding and he needs some clothes. Can I get your card? Where's your shop? So it connects.
Sure.
When you're talking, because mental health, it connects with everybody.
Sure.
Because we are all having situations where we don't know where you need counseling, you need some maybe therapy and all that. We have all that situation with us.
Okay. So, Ngwefuni Fashion, in what year did it become an established business, an established line?
Yes, I say yes. It was not easy here in the US. I had a lot of critics from people saying, oh, your lunch is brown without having no clothing. People say that. But I don't listen to people.
No.
I listen to myself. What I want to do. I don't hear what someone's saying. They don't even, because at first I was not coming too much to the African community. I was mostly dealing with the white people. Not that I'm doing being racist,
No.
but I want a way I can sell more, because when my African people comes, they have to discuss the price, argue with the price before they can buy one. So I was over there with the community. So when I launched my business, nobody knew where I located, because I was not a show person that I was proud of myself. People know about Ngwefuni, but they don't know who is behind it. Until the day I launched, which was May the 13th, that I came out and I said, this is the guy behind that brand. See, I'm the one.
Okay.
So that's pretty much about it.
And you did, I saw the outcomes of your event on
Launch.
May 13th, and it was very successful. How did it feel? Because I think one of the pictures that I showed when it was being advertised was Barack Obama holding something.
Okay.
I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah. It was a very successful event, and I appreciate God for giving me the opportunity, because it was not by my way. Because it was just the first event that I was trying to organize. I didn't know that it's going to be huge the way it is. More than 500 guests, more than 20 people coming out of state. And I was feeling like crying when I saw those responsible people leaving what they're doing and coming just for me. So I told them that I was speechless. I was like, I'm here for you guys. I'm here to work for you guys. Everybody was just laughing because I didn't have anything to say. It was just too much. It was just so much for me.
Emotion.
Then when I saw Biswe Nyambi, Jacques Nusop, and it was like, oh, this is really something out here. And I just thank everybody that came on that event and still shopping for me now, because a lot of them buying from me. Like we had a Ryan wedding, I have more than 6 clients that bought for me the suit to dress for the wedding. So I'm just so excited to see you guys like doing that for me.
Okay. So when you like on your website, it says that you are established in over 40 countries, and Ngwefuni Fashion is pretty much well known now. Were you expecting when you started? Were you expecting to see it go that far?
No.
No.
Yes. But in the other side, I say yes, because I was having God, and I know what God can do. So I knew that tomorrow I'm gonna be like Calvin Klein, but it's not a competition.
No.
Hugo Boss and other brands, Zara and all. I just keep on pushing it, make it happen, make it real, for people to know that exactly it's not just by doing what you're doing. You need to really go further and get the quality of what people wear, like what I put on me. Yeah, it's very simple. It's not so expensive, very normal, jacket with a pen and everything. And that's why pretty much I pushed that brand to go to those 40 countries.
Okay.
And it just go more and more, and it's getting more and more countries.
Okay.
Because people are asking franchise from me to use my name to sell their products and everything. So.
Okay. So what are those countries? What are some of those countries that you are installing?
Yeah, first of all, I talk about UK.
Okay.
UK, London is the pretty much where my business is really giving me a lot of incomes. You have China, that I got to know one of my partner that is using my name over there now to do the products and everything. You have Turkey, you have Italy, where I started buying my materials and everything, which is in Treviso. And you have Germany. Germany, I didn't do it well because of the language barrier. I can speak. So Spain is where I really focus now because I speak Spanish.
Okay.
I do speak Spanish. So my friend out there, Buenos Dias. So the other country like African, they're everywhere. Cameroon, Uganda, I have a lot of friends in Uganda, Ghana, Nigeria, Senegal, Togo, Benin. So it's just a lot of them. It's just a lot of them now.
Okay. So, being installed in Africa, we deal with many setbacks, probably government-wise, when it comes to starting a business in any countries in Africa. How did you end up dealing with those setbacks?
It's not, it's just, you know how they call it back?
Yes.
Godfather. So let me put in that term, that Godfather. When you have a Godfather, everything gonna work smoothly. That's African culture. We accept that. So there's nothing we can deny about our culture that you must have a Godfather. Like in Cameroon, my shop is being established in Douala right now.
Okay.
And I'm trying to push another brand in Boyo because those are my people that I know. You have to have somebody that, you know, rely on, you call on and say, okay, this is the question, can you, you know, find out a taxation, whatever they're following up, they should not close it and everything. And that's how I happen to get to connect with them. Like Togo, the guy that really running the business in Togo, I'm not the one that opened the shop for him. He did that for himself.
Okay.
And he used my name to sell his product. And what I do is that I give him as wholesale
Okay.
for him to sell.
Okay.
And what I do, I just get a little profit from it. But I'm promoting him using my name to say I'm Ngwefuni. If you go to his shop, it's Ngwefuni Fashion. Yeah, so I'm never going to visit him, but I'm planning. In Nigeria, it's not me that I'm selling to. It's just somebody that just have a little business that is, you know, having goods from me. Other country, the same thing. It's just to be connecting with people.
Okay.
My show, if you look on my event was not only focused on Cameroonians and my brothers and sisters.
No.
It was all over. If you look at it, you saw me dancing Ethiopia, neck down. Everybody was thinking I'm from Ethiopia, but I'm not. But that's why I just, you know, go universe to be, you know, flexible to everybody.
Okay, so your fashion really stands for international.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, something that I wanted to ask you, where does your inspiration comes from when you're designing an outfit?
Oh, my inspiration comes from, for example, I started telling you that before I started doing it, I have to sit down and get a plan of what I was doing because I was born with that talent for me. But I watch Nollywood and Hollywood actors, what they put on, and other brown like Calvin Klein's and, you know, Zara. It gave me a lot of inspiration to sit down and put something that is very, very interesting and very, you know, quality for people to buy.
Okay.
And my inspiration came from, there was one Hollywood guy who was called David Manson. So I saw a suit that was on him and I designed that suit. That's what's selling wire now. If you go on my page, you see a red suit.
Yeah, I saw that.
People are hunting it. I have 16 pairs of that. They bought it all yesterday. Yes, it was that when I just posted on the, everybody was like calling me, oh, I need that suit, I need that jacket, I need that blazer, I need it. And I got it from that guy. I got it, he dressed with one, I don't know, I can't remember the award, but that's where I got that stuff. And it's pumping, it's doing something else.
Okay. So I know you mentioned a lot about the Nollywood actors and the entertainment industry. So is your main purpose to dress them and now have them purchase outfits from other designers, overseas designers?
No, not that. Actually, I'm an actor. I have a couple of movies I acted before. And since because I had a lot of engagement with my business and job now, it slowed down a little bit in the United States.
Okay.
I'm an Nollywood actor, desperate here.
Okay.
I did a lot. The first movie I did with Nollywood was in 2001, and that was in Asaba, in Nigeria.
Okay.
And yes, the actor that was involved, I was not a main actor. I gave a little role as the messenger, and that's my role is like it was not too big, and I was not too shiny like the Nigerians. That's where I started. And when I go to the US, the acting fee is not really strong over here. Not to talk about Cameroon. We don't really have a movie industry. People bring names, Kanwo, Kalawa, I don't know. So we don't have a strong movie industry, and that's why Cameroonian actors and actresses really face difficulties to bring struggling to bring out their talents. And mostly I'm based in Nigeria because all the movie I acted is all Nigerians. I never do any movie with Cameroonian. I did one comedy with Cameroonian and the movie never came out. So I feel so reluctant and I'm not interested in doing it with them. So I'm an actor. I'm just not there to give them the design to wear. So I do act too.
So something that I want to ask you is like you are a behavioral analyst, you are an actor, and you own a fashion industry. How do you manage all those things that you have going on?
Okay, you being a CEO and a founder does not mean that you manage it by yourself. You have a team. Everything works with a team. If you have a team, everything will go smoothly. I'm just there to control. I'm not there. I can't manage it by myself. I have a team. Yeah, I have a team that manage with me. I have my personal assistant, which is she's very strong behind me. And I have another assistant too, which is from Liberia. She's very strong with me. And I have another guy who's based in Germany. He runs all my acts.
Okay.
Everything in the media, she's the one doing that. And pretty much it's not an easy task to manage all this.
No.
But we are pushing more harder to do it better. Yeah.
So you pretty much have a good helping dedicated team.
Yes.
Okay. So and I visit your Facebook page and you have a lot going on. A lot coming for you. How many projects there? Do you have any of them that you want to talk to us about?
Yes. I don't know why I answer so hard because I was waiting for this. Actually, I'm the judge for Miss Ethiopian pageant, which is going to take place in July the 3rd. That's not my first time being a judge. I've been a judge like 2 or 3 times. That's a 4th time now. And I want to talk about that project. It's a very huge project. That pageant is really something that's very interesting. Being me in different community. I'm not from Ethiopia, but I'll be the judge for those ladies. You know, it's really difficult. But something that I've been in it, I know the quality of the things that a contestant needs. Because most of the contestants, they don't know exactly how to present or how to. First of all, number one, we start by the beauty show. Second, we start with the platform. And most of them don't know how to present their platform or, present themselves when it comes to beauty. They don't know how to do it. And some of the judges that are in there, they will learn from other ones that have really been like an old people.
Okay.
I have somebody that, he's being a judge, and his name is Leslie. And I watched him, Miss Cameroon, doing that. So I was the first time like seeing him doing it. I never knew he's a judge. And I was so excited watching behind. I was sitting behind watching him in front, and it gave me a lot of courage too to continue my judge part. So.
Okay. So being a fashion designer and having to be a judge in Miss Ethiopia USA coming up, are you going to be dressing those ladies?
No. I will not be dressing them, but I will be checking them the way they dress, the way they walk, their catwalk when they're coming in. I will be checking their platform, the way they speak. Okay. And that's pretty much of it.
And it's very important for these ladies to present a platform. So, and being a judge in those kind of events, what is it that you guys expecting from these ladies?
Oh, we're expecting them to let them know if we become the Miss Ethiopia 2016, what are the things that you're going to do to the community? Okay. What do you want to do? What is because first of all, we select them according to their platform, what their platform is talking about. If you say, okay, you want to work on cancer, what are you going to do with those who are being, infected with cancer? You're going to tell us, you're going to make it clear that this is my platform, this is what the things are going to be doing. By speaking with confidence, because a lot of them have that idea, but they don't know how to present themselves when it comes to platform. So that's the thing that we're looking for. We were looking for the beauty. You're beautiful. Show us your beauty. Show us that you're beautiful. Some of them, they don't know how to present their beauty. You have your beautiful, you don't show it. You are shy, which you know you're beautiful. Show it. So those are one of the things that we're going to be looking for too.
So, and according to what was seen on Facebook by us, we found out that you are nominated. How the NEGA Awards is, or what does that stand for?
Oh, NEGA Award that's my first time.
Being nominated?
Yeah, Next Generation Award. That's my first time being nominated in that award. I've been receiving award too. So they nominated me as under my NGO, Ghana Africa, which is Change Agent Network. I have an NGO here. The NGO is to help the less privileged people. And my category nominating me under the NGO. And at the same point, they want me to be a presenter for the award.
Oh, okay.
So, yes. So it's not something that really I expected from them to nominate me, but it comes, so I accept it.
So how many other awards have you been nominated for?
Okay. The first award I got was as the best model in 2014, and that was in New York. And I tried, but it was not an easy contest. It was very difficult. Why? Because I realized I was just the only African guy among all other countries in other countries that are very developed, in concern like in reference to Africa. Okay. And my platform was very hard. It was very strong, and that's why I won that award. I was the best, and I came the first, and that's the first award. The second award was Humanitarian Award, which is DD Award. That was just for you helping the less privileged in the community. That's the second award I got. And the third award was like in 2013, it was in Sweden. Okay. And they gave me the award for my run out. It was like a run out. You need to really present yourself like run out. There were a lot of people that they dress well, but they didn't know how to run out. So I run out, I speak in 4 languages, and that's why I won the award. That pretty much was the award I got since I started.
So you have really made a name out of Ngwefuni fashion. It's not all over the place. You are continuously growing, and that's a very congratulations for that. So congratulations for your nomination as well.
Thank you.
So, and we're looking forward to following you on Miss Ethiopia USA coming up on July 3rd. Yeah. So, and the thing with Afro in Action is that we promote successful stories by Africans and for Africans. So one question that I have for you, being an entrepreneur and also a professional, successful professional, what kind of advice would you want to give to someone who either wants to be a fashion designer or a behavioral analysis, or just want to do something with themselves?
Yeah, the advice I'm gonna give out to the youth, or whoever not being you, but still struggling to get to your destiny. You have to be determined. First point, you have to be determined. When you are determined, you're gonna definitely get to your point. Determination is the first thing that you have to put first before you go to success. Second, faith. People don't know what faith stands for. I call God all the time, all the things I do, but that's the only person that keeps me going. You have to have faith for yourself and know that there's somebody in you that is bigger, more than what you see out there. People will not trust you, but He will trust you. Okay. If you know you can do it, don't be playing around. Go for it. Be determined. Say, I want to be an Olympian. I want to be an artist. I want to be an actor. Prepare your mind. Ask yourself a question if this is what you really want to do. The advice I will give to the young youth that are growing is that focus on what you are doing. Leave talking and talking behind. Talking and talking will not help you really grow. Listen to gossip and all that will not let you grow. Or being envious and get jealous of somebody's success will not, bring you forward. If you are in school, put your interest on studying. Let me go on my I don't know if they want to be, any of them want to be a fashion designer. I know most would like it. Or you want to be a behavioral analyst. To be a behavioral analyst, first of all, you have to be very determined because you are dealing with human. You have to be passionate. There are some that will come and curse you in the office and tell you you're African, you say a lot of immoral word that you would not like to hear. But since you really volunteer to help them out, I've heard a lot of insult in my office. Oh, you're from Africa, you don't know nothing, African people, you're a slave. But I still have to calm down maybe redirect them to, anger management class for them to go do anger management. Most of them have been homeless for years and they need a house to stay. But that homelessness can make them talk to you rudely, and if you don't really be trained on that, you think that maybe they are being insulted, they are being aggressive. So those are things that if you want to be a behavioral analyst, you need to make up your mind and know you're dealing with human. If you want to be a fashion designer, make sure you really pay attention to what people want to wear.
Sure.
Don't just say and say, okay, I want to be a fashion designer, I'm going to be picking dresses somewhere and bringing and giving to people. But once they feel reluctance and disappointed on you, they will not come back again. So make sure you listen to them. If they say, I don't like this, say, I'm sorry. Give you what you want me to do. Then do that and calm them down. So that is the courage I can give people out there.
Okay. So there's a question, there's something that goes on, is that our elders, African elders, they feel like we young Africans, we really not trying our best to either make ourselves better or make our continent better. You being from, being part of many different cultures, South African, Cameroonian, and being successful in what you are doing as a fashion designer, a behavioral analysis, an actor, so you're pretty much all over the place. What kind of advice would you, what kind of thing would you say to someone who really do want to do something, but is pretty much falling back because of critics? So like you did mention that words that people say to you might make you like step back or second questions yourself. So what kind of advice would you give to those kind of people? Like, oh, I want to do something, but the words that I'm hearing left and right discourage me.
Pretty much my advice to those who are there because they're listening from north to south, east to west, how people talk. You don't need to listen to anyone. The voice you're going to listen to is the word of God. Go and read your Bible, stay in your room and ask yourself those questions. Don't listen. But once you sit and listen to someone telling you, don't do this, it's not good. Or Ngwefuni fashion is not going forward. If I'm not going forward, you can go forward. Business is not the same thing.
Sure.
Somebody can get to business and be successful. Someone get up there and don't be successful. Fingers are not the same. So the advice I'll give to them that close your ears. Focus on what you want to do. Do it and see how successful you're gonna be. Sure. If you don't succeed on that side that you're trying to push onto, change the direction and go to that side and try it. But if you keep on listening, gossiping, whatever people are talking out there, people will talk. Talk will still go on. But which level are you taking yourself if you're listening to conversation all every day? For myself, I don't listen to people. I have responsible friends. I have people that I can talk to them, and I don't listen to everybody. I listen to advice, but I choose the advice that really go around my success. Those who cannot clap for me when I'm winning, I don't go close to you. Those who will not say, okay, I encourage what you're doing, I will not come close to you. We stay distant, hi, how are you doing? No conversation.
Sure.
I don't listen. So the advice for me to tell them, don't listen to anybody that's trying to discourage you for whatever thing you want to do. Go for it. Go do it and see how to see the outcome of it.
So you just have to be determined. You have to make sure that you really do want to do it and then commit yourself.
Exactly.
So, but to be a successful entrepreneur, you mentioned that you have a strong team. Would you recommend someone to approach the route of entrepreneurship by themselves, or would it be better for them to team up with someone who share the same passion as they do?
It's not everybody that you team up with that will be successful to you. Somebody you team up with, it becomes an enmity.
Sure.
So you have to be very careful who you team up with. People want to destroy you when they see you have an idea. Once they come and team up with you, they destroy what you have, they vanish, they leave. So before teaming up, look at the person, how responsible that person is before you can team up with. I don't team up with a person when I started.
No.
I ask for advice. I ask for information. For people I know they have really been doing their life better. I don't ask for somebody who's behind me struggling. I will not ask you anything. Because I know you will not tell me anything positive. I go to somebody who really been,
who've been there.
Who've been there,
will give me the advice. Some will not give you the right one.
No.
But once you have the spirit and the determination in you, when you get that little advice, put it down. You start the only the one, and you see it going.
Okay.
Don't listen to anybody.
All right. Well, we very do appreciate your time with Afro in Action. And like we said, our purpose is to share successful stories by Africans and for Africans. And Ngwefuni Fashions has actually been shown to be very successful. Being installed in over 40 countries is very, is a good thing. It's a good success. And congratulations to you for being nominated for the Mega Awards. So we wish you the best. And looking forward to watching you with Miss USA, Miss Ethiopia USA. You have been a judge there, so we appreciate your time with us today to talk to us. And again, it was Augustine with Afro in Action. Do not forget to reach out to us on Facebook at Afro in Action, and also follow us on YouTube at Afro in Action. You can reach out to myself and my partner Venice at any time. So thank you again for watching, and thank you Ngwefuni Max for coming to us today.
Thank you so much.
Bye.